Arsal descended into the death well. At the bottom, he found tunnels lined with bones and creatures with hollow eyes that whispered his name. When he tried to climb back, the rope was gone. Now, trapped in the dark, his nightmare was only beginning. The lantern had gone out. Arsal's trembling hands fumbled with his pockets, striking a match. The brief flame revealed the eyeless figure just inches away, its jaw stretched wide. Arsal screamed and threw the match, stumbling deeper into the tunnel. His breaths echoed, mixing with the whispers that chased him. "You cannot leave. You cannot leave." The walls of the tunnel pulsed faintly, as if they were alive, beating like a heart. With each step, the ground beneath him squished, wet, soft, almost flesh-like. Arsal stopped, horrified. The walls weren't stone at all. They were layered with veins, twitching and shifting under his touch. He recoiled in disgust. Suddenly, the tunnel contracted, closing in on him. The walls rippled, and bones clattered to the ground as if shaken loose from the flesh of the well. Arsal tried to run, but the path behind him sealed shut. He was being pulled deeper, swallowed alive. At last, the tunnel opened into a wide chamber, glowing faintly with that same bluish light. At the center stood a black pool, thick and unmoving, as if it absorbed all light. Around it, skeletal remains circled like offerings. Arsal's chest tightened. He could feel it. Something immense, something ancient, lurking within the pool. Then, a voice unlike the whispers before, deep, commanding, echoing from everywhere and nowhere. "You came willingly. You are ours now." The surface of the pool rippled. A massive shadow rose from within, taller than the chamber itself. Arsal's knees buckled as he watched the thing emerge. Its form was shifting, impossible to fully see, part bone, part shadow, part flesh. The whispers all around him chanted in unison, "Feed the well, feed the well, feed the well." Arsal's mind screamed for escape, but his body felt heavy, his limbs weak. The air thickened, pressing against his chest, stealing his breath. The towering shadow bent down, its face, or what looked like a face, mere inches from his. No one leaves the death well. Arsal descended into the death well, where whispers lured him deeper and shadows trapped him within. Now skeletal hands drag him toward the black pool at the heart of the chamber, where the true horror of the well awaits. Arsal screamed as skeletal hands wrapped around his arms and legs, pulling him closer to the black pool. He clawed at the ground, leaving bloody streaks against the pulsating walls. "Let me go," he shouted, his voice breaking. The whispers only grew louder, circling his mind like a storm. "Stay forever. Stay forever." The towering shadow leaned closer, its form twisting like smoke and bone. "You chose to enter, Arsal. Now you must feed the well." His body was dragged to the edge of the pool. The surface rippled, cold mist rising from it. When he looked into the black liquid, he saw not his reflection, but dozens of faces screaming silently. They were the villagers who had vanished over generations. Their mouths moved, begging for release, but their eyes were empty. No, no, this can't be real, Arsal sobbed, thrashing violently. The skeletal hands tightened, pulling him inch by inch into the pool. The liquid burned like fire where it touched his skin. Suddenly, among the whispers, one clear voice broke through. A woman's voice, soft, desperate. "Run, Arsal! Run!" He froze. His lantern lay nearby, cracked but still holding a faint flicker of flame. His only chance. With a surge of strength, he grabbed it and hurled it into the pool. The flame erupted. The chamber shook violently, the black liquid bubbling and screeching as if alive. The shadow roared, shaking the walls. "You cannot defy the well!" The ground split open. Bones and debris rained from above. The tunnel behind him reopened, but it was collapsing fast. Arsal tore himself free from the skeletal hands and sprinted toward it, the whispers screaming in fury behind him. Every step was a battle, the walls closing, the floor crumbling. He leapt, grabbing the jagged edge of the well shaft. Above him, moonlight, a way out. He climbed desperately, fingers bleeding as the shadow surged upward from the pool, stretching his arms toward him. With one final pull, Arsal dragged himself out of the well. He collapsed on the muddy ground, gasping for air, rain washing over his face. For a moment, there was silence. Only the storm remained. But then he heard it. A whisper, right beside his ear. "You never left." Arsal's eyes widened in terror. He turned toward the well and saw a pale hand gripping the edge once again.